guys, Luna here, and welcome back to I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. Let's just get right back into it, shall we? We managed to grow to age 14. A little injured, but for the most part, we're good. You spot Cal heading toward the barn to the farms. Hey, Luna's here, so what's going on? Nothing, just thinking about, well, he trails off and scuffs his foot in the dirt. I guess it's not like you can get me in trouble now. So, yeah, I used to have a pet. She was like a little pink caterpillar. Collar socks. She lived in the trunk of the storage barn. Nobody knew. He scrubs the back of his arm over his face, but she didn't stay little forever. Eventually, she got big, like real big, and I couldn't figure out what to feed her, so she ran away. Cal sighs and looks wistfully up at the sky. I just hope she's doing okay wherever she is. Yeah, I hope she's doing okay, too. Do I have anything you might like? No, I only have the flowers. Talk to you, Diaz, in a second. Why do you look so sad? You find Diaz sitting in the mouth of one of the wall's drainage sewers. In wet season, excess rain water is diverted out here so it doesn't flood the inside walls. In the meantime, it looks like Diaz has set up a little base here with pillows and snacks. His alien communication device hisses with static. He looks up from his hollow screen as you pop your head inside the drain. Hey, Lunas, he says quietly before going back to the game he's playing. What are you playing? You haven't heard of it, he says without looking up. I made it myself. You squeeze into the narrow drain pipe and sit down next to Diaz. His holopad is a Pixar Mars. You watch him drag his match from the sidebar and drop it on her face. Little animated flames wiggle over the picture, leaving parts of it looking charred. It's pretty crude, but you think you get the points. Where'd you learn how to do that? It's pretty simple, Diaz says. The light from his hollow screen flecks his eyes as it looks at you in the gloom. People on Earth used to make this kind of stuff all the time. I have a lot of time to learn new things. What happened with Mars? Diaz shrugs. Same thing as always happens, he says. He resets the game, then drags a bomb from the sidebar on the picture of Mars. It explodes and picture disintegrates. She booked my name down for every appointment that Nana printed because she thinks my clothes always turn up and dirty all the time. So I get in trouble for wasting resources. I tried to tell her it was her, but Marcy never gets in trouble. Everyone likes her, he mumbles. But it's fine. I don't need anyone to like me. I don't care if they hate me. I hate them. Oh, I see. Diaz goes back to playing his game, content not to talk to you. Why don't you just talk to Mars instead? Yeah, right, talk to Mars? No way, should just make fun of me more. Why should I bother, he says, going back to his game. I don't care. Man. Buddy, pal. Nem scratches at her cheek and scowls a bit of blue scale flake off. Stupid acne, she mutters, on top of everything else. I got this too. Wanna train together? You used to be able to go oh man with them, but you've been training hard. You get your butt kicked all over the sports ball pitch. She leans over a while while you're laying on the floor, completely gassed. You okay, Sheila? I didn't go too hard, right? Aww. Annie, you look adorable. Got my batteries here. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, I think I might have something that might interest you. Yay, so cool. I've never seen words like what I was playing. Aw, glad you like them. I think for now I'm just gonna focus on working in the deep pot for now, just for my organization skills, because there's nothing we can really do, unfortunately. Yeah, just work at the deep pot. So, can't see for a request for snow shovels and waterproof boots. Like every year, people get snows and for at least everything gets recycled afterwards. It's 25. I mean, if I do, it's 26. Yeah, I think that might be my... Could have gone 30. Oh. That's okay. It's your birthday, you wake up with blissfully peaceful dreams. No nightmares, no premonitions, just a pleasant feeling of contentment. You stretch your arms over your head, blinking the watery, quiet sunlight that seeps through the portal window. Things are always changing after you know, but you can't help but feel like things are changing yourself too. Not just your body, but your mind, emotions, your future. 14's gonna be your year. Parents have been working hard around the clock since the last attack, trying to get the fields right again in time for this year's planting. Spark snow has already started falling, and every day they come home complaining about having to clear. They ask you to ping them when you're awake so you can share your birthday breakfast in your quarters instead of sitting shoulder to shoulder with everyone else during breakfast service canteen. You fire them a message and lie in your bunk, watching dust motes fly lazily in the light. After a minute, there's a knock on the door. It's Auntie Sweeten. Addie's. She sweeps in your room with abundant skirts and shawls and sits down beside your bunk. Oh, look at you. Happy birthday, beautiful 14 years old. She leans and gives you a motherly kiss on the forehead. It's been years since she took care of you in the children's creche, but all the kids still call her Auntie, and she thinks of you a close relative. Her sweet baking bread smells comforting as ever was. Aw. She sits back and you take one look at her and both of hers. Lunas, ever since I held you as my baby, I knew you were going to be special, so important, always becoming a young man. But I want you to know, and I always will always be here, just like your mom and dad, she says firmly. Aw, thanks, Audie Seedens. She smiles and tucks an unruly lock of your hair behind your ears. I guess you're old enough to call me Aunt Anne now, if you like, or even just Anne. Now come on here, Auntie Ed says, spreading her arms wide. Give us a great big hug. You hug her, enveloping yourself in a warm, familiar softness of her. Over your shoulder, she Nem standing in the doorway. Well, her hair, anyway. She's been growing it out, and there's nothing behind her corner. She skips into your quarters. Happy birthday, dude, she says, bouncing in your bunk. Way to get older. It's been getting 2 years older than me enjoy being 2 years older than me than for a few months. Thanks. They're on your way to the man bay, and he says to her. Nem shrugs and turns to you. And is supposed to get her menstruation implant today, she says. Bleh. Mom, gross. Lunas doesn't need to hear about my period. Annie smiles fondly at her daughter. It's nothing to be ashamed of, and getting your periods. It reminds us that we have the ability to make life. It's a sign you're growing up and becoming an adult and ready to take on responsibilities and taking care of your life. Nem wrinkles her nose and throws herself on her bed. I'm never making life. Ooh, pass. Ooh, gross-a-roni, right? Nem agrees. She's always like this. You think that's bad? When I got my period, she makes me a cake with a red gooey scent that says, oh, this is so cheesy. I forgot how cheesy it was. She rolls her eyes. It's bad enough. Like, shut up overnight and all that and cry at the same time. She has to go around telling everyone too. Parents finally arrive, still damp from the fields, bringing a smell of crisp, tangy snow on their clothes. Oh, look, birthday visitors, your dad explains. And are you staying for breakfast? Anne reaches into her bag and brings out a stack of tiffins. No, thank you, but I brought your order with me from the kitchen, seeing as I was stopping by. She pats your hand one more time. Happy birthday again, Lunas. You always be my baby, even when you're all grown up. Your mom shakes her head as Anne and I leave. Oh, Anne. Sentiment to the core. She starts laying cutlery for breakfast, but I don't know how the colony would manage without her in the children's creche, she says and points a fork at you. Family's more important than people that birth you, Lunas. Don't you forget it. Hey, Tam. Share with Tammy. I always want to share stuff with Tammy because Tammy's adorable. Nothing for you to say. Nothing you have to say. Found something you might like? Cake? Yeah. Glad you're gonna enjoy the cake. Is there anything? No, there's nothing out here. Can I give anything to Tammy? I can't. Too soon to give another gift. Yeah, I guess for now, just gonna work in the deep pot still. Mars calls the meeting of the secret fun time together. She declares it's time to put the secret part of the SAFC into effect. You guys are going to play spies. First of all, the adults know something about the attacks in Glow, and they're not telling us. Marty asserts, there's a council meeting starting soon just down the hall. We're gonna investigate. Nam crosses her arm. Not gonna do it, she says. I didn't sign up to get in any trouble club. It's insulting to think that adults are hiding information from us, Tang points out. If there's something dangerous out there, we all should know. Tam wrings her hands, worried at the very idea. Yeah, Cal agrees. If something is making the animals attack us, maybe we can figure it out. That way we don't have to hurt the animals. I want to be a spy. Marty nods. Okay, whoever wants to come, follow me and stay quiet. You, Tang, and Cal join. You, Tang, Cal, and Marty creep down the hall toward the council room. It's still empty. Good. Marty pulls a small crystal object from out of her palm and shows it to you. It sort of resembles your holopalm. She whispers it's a 3D camera, kind of like the ones they use to record holovids. Lunas is going to hide in the council room. Why me? Because I don't want to get in trouble, Marty says simply and drops the crystal into your palm. Marty nudges you forward. Then the three of them giggle and scurry back to the club room. You're on your own. Pretend to be cleaning. Grab a static mark from the pen on the wall and vigorously wipe the floor as you empty the council room. You work your way over to the pie antler fern and drop the crystal in the pot while pretending to dust it. Success! You casually make your way to the back of the room and rejoin the others. Marcy beams at you. Good work, Lunas. Now, it's starting. The four of you watch the feet of the holopalm as the council members enter the room. They start with some formalities. Not all that's different how Marcy starts the club's meeting. On End gives the first report on domestic matters. We almost finished the construction of the next phase of the living area, she says. Other than that, we're doing well. Instance gives the report from engineering. We've researched electrical bulbs the children discovered has been chewing through the wiring, she says, impassively. Even in great numbers, they require far too little energy to make them a viable alternative energy source. However, power efficiency is up across the board due to our efforts in exterminating them. Nothing to report from geoponics, your mom says, clearing her throat. We're struggling with introducing earth vegetables to Verdun soil, but earth observation looks promising. Our efforts to cultivate native plants are going well. It gives your mother her full endorsement. Red gives the full report from defense. We're working on a strategy for dealing with the next Xeno attack. Utopia cuts in. On that note, there's still a matter of scanners picking up on that broadcast, but only glow seasons. She said, standing up and putting her hands on the table. It has to be connected to the attacks. Somehow we should investigate now. Irkat shakes her head. It's far too dangerous to go recklessly off into the wilderness toward the back half of the year, she says. Remember what happened to Torin? The other council members go quiet. I won't be responsible for endangering roleplayers. If something is out there during Glow, I want to try and investigate when things are more calm. Utopia slams her fist against the table. If we don't investigate soon, we'll all be in danger, she shouts. We can't keep living like this. Red also stands up and points a finger at Utopia. I'll be the one responsible telling the family of your explorer that they didn't make it back, not you. So I'll thank you not to make decisions regarding the security of the colony. The rest of the counter erupts into raised voices and angry adults. Marty turns off the scream audio, leaving them to continue arguing silently as they stare quietly at each other. I knew it was bad about the food, but not that bad. Marty says, why are they only arguing about what to do about the attacks? I don't want to starve. She makes a noise out of frustration. Aka is way out of touch what really matters. She's like a crone, and everyone else is just her cronies. Tang solemnly records her findings in the secret ledger while everyone exchanges worried looks. Not sure you're happy if you heard any of this. Get to work. Card gets +2. Swap those two. See, I mean, if I do this, this, and this, I can do that. No, I need. Three, 4. Yeah, 29. I almost have enough for the next organization perk. Oh, and I don't have enough kudos for a 100 thing. Get into a debate. Marty would never stop using her fists to get her way, but she loves good fight nonetheless. You ask her what she would have done differently if she'd been in the captain's strategy when you landed. Her eyes go wide. She launches into a laundry list of shoulda, wouldas, and whatever she says she would have done. You offer a reason for why it wouldn't have worked. After a little while, this Mars is positively invigorated. Why, you really thought about this, didn't you? She says, cracking a smile. It's all right. It's a lot more complicated than just making decisions and telling people what to do. Thank you. It's important to have people like you around to keep me on my toes. Okay, but when I'm governor, I will do so much better than the adults can. Totally believe you. Hey, Tammy. I keep getting feeling like someone's coming, like that lucky female must be hearing things. I think you're fine, hopefully, Tammy. See anything out here? No. Let's see. Nothing I can really help with. Could try and shovel more dirt, but I don't think that will help. I think I'm just gonna continue working in the teapot. Tang arrives to pick up a box of clean glass beakers and test tubes, barely talking to you before breezing away. She looks busy as always. Let's see, 4. Yeah, so 4. Yeah, 3, 4, 5. Do that. It's 27. That's yellow. Do that. Yeah, I think that's probably about 29. Yeah, I think that's our best bet. Yeah, 29 and 29. Yeah, I just need one more organization, or 2 more organizations, but 1 more of this to specifically be able to do anything. You go, Tangent Meme, tried to talk to occasion. See, Tangent's working on it. I'll talk to you in a second, buddy. Let's see. Nothing talking with you. Hey, Diaz. Tammy's sitting very quietly and knitting in her from one of her lap. Her on very suturing as the approaching when she just keeps getting feeling. Man. Cal waves at you as you enter the garden, leaning on you on his shovel. Hey, Lunas, he calls out, but his eyes look past you down the path to where an enemy is being the absolute tar out of a trained enemy. Her fierce loud cries echo across the colony, making Cal wince. She's really been going hard lately, huh? He says, scratching his face, smearing dirt across his cheek. She asked me yesterday if I wanted to spar with her. She said it would be good for self-defense. Cal smiled sadly at the memory. I told her I don't want to fight, not her, not a trained dummy. I don't want not anything on the planet for real. Never seen her get so mad at me. She called me a baby and told me I was just going to end up forcing everyone to protect me because I'm weak or helpless or whatever. He seems upset, stabbing the ground a few times with his shovel. I don't think it's right to fight anyone, especially with the Xenos. They were here first. What do you think? What do you think, Linus? Yeah, violence isn't the answer. Glad you think so too, he says. Everyone's always telling me to see both sides of the argument. Like they just think that just because I'm young I haven't made up my mind yet. I just think you have to hurt someone to get what you need, and you don't deserve to have it. His eyes go back to Nemi. She stops fighting with the trained dummy and looking up at the gardens as she has a drink. Neither she nor Cal wave at each other. Cal clenches his fist. There's got to be a way to figure out how to live in peace with all the cool things that live on this planet, he says. Look, hey, look at the sweet house growing over here. Cal has such strong convictions. It's one of the things that's best about him, even if some people disagree with them. Spend a few hours with Cal in the gardens, and he shows off the area he's getting ready for the next playing season. The adults are already starting to trust him with more playing as he gets older, and he beams with pride. When you finally head out, he's just as dirty as he is, but you feel much lighter. Ooh, another piece of wood log. Dad here sneezes all the way from the engineering. It's explosive, like he's trying to scare away predators. He's wiping his nose as you approach on a handkerchief, blotted with a shimmering pink. Lately, he's been surrounded by fine dusting of pink pollen that cling to him wherever he goes. Keep brushing the glow off things in quarters. You give him a hug, then brush the pollen off your shoulder, laughing self-consciously. You haven't heard him laugh much lately. He's been working hard trying to improve the colony's food supply. He's showing signs of malnourishment too, though your mom is much worse. You're worried for both of them. Your dad's skin is kind of in shiny in patches. You see him starting to rub his hands over his arms. Sparkling dust poofs off him in little clouds, simulating the light. Oh yeah, that's a new symptom. Seems harmless though. You should be wearing your mask. Hide this beautiful face, Dad laughs, rubbing his nose, especially now that sparkles. He makes a big show of checking his pockets. I guess I must have left my mask way back in the grass. Why can't he just take care of himself? Your dad sniffles. Gosh, I feel like someone stuffed a whole water pot up my nose, just like I could poke up there and just pop fresh water juice. Ugh, gross. What? It's true, he grins. You follow his gaze off the fields, looking to lands outside the gates. I wonder if the foragers could use an extra hand, he muses himself. Yeah, maybe I'll join them out tomorrow. Neither of your parents are taking proper care of themselves. Need to remember to drink some water. Allergies getting to me too. Neither of your parents are taking proper care of themselves. They're so stressed from the poor harvest and low food supplies, they try not to let you see it, but you can tell. Maybe your dad's right. A little seasonal illness is nothing compared to the dangers of running out of food. Okay, so nothing else there. Yeah, I just gotta do one more engineering thing. I also want to visit the supply depot and get that as well. Which I'm gonna swap my my animal book with imagery, so I get a little bit more all around for all of my different things. So work in the depot so I can get some more engineering. You make sure to stock the dock with plenty of masks to help everyone combat the thick pollen. Your foresight pays off because they fly off the shelves. That's good. I think this is probably my best bet. Actually, I can do this twice. There you go. Draw an extra card at the start of the challenge. Ooh. Extra cards always useful. Yeah, lunch with your parents, sliced soy cakes, and watery broth again. Great. Which they put down in the color and look at each other. Lunas, your mom says there's something we should tell you. Tried to shelter you from things, but we think you should know why we've been working so hard on geoponics. There's a meeting after lunch and I want you to come with us. I already know about the food. Your parents exchange surprised looks at what you do. Your mom asks how. You scramble to explain they haven't exactly been subtle. The announcements have for tuna plus how stressed they've been. You can put the pieces together. No, you didn't live in a dream in a past life. Your mom smiles. Our little boy is more mature than I realized. Still, I want you there. Sure. You follow your parents to the council room. Martha has also tagged along and takes seats near your mom and Auntie Anne stand to address the council. After Elliot officially calls the meeting, she gestures to your mom. I'm not going to mince words, your mom says firmly. All of our efforts to increase food production in geoponics have failed, and the destruction of the fields during the last attack put the nail in our coffin. By the end of the year, our colony ran out of food. The rest of the council murmur in concern. You and Marty exchange horrified looks. You've been doomsaying about our food supplies for 2 years, Flu. Red questions. Do you mean to say we're past the point of no return? Your mother nods grimly. I'm afraid so, even with our rationing. Without securing a vitamin food source, our supplies will run out by wet season. She gestures to Anne, whose face is grave. Anne and I have gone over the supplies and come up with the food plans. We've crunched the numbers. Your mom sighs and spreads her hands. I'm sorry, Gina, but geoponics should have been producing better by now. We should have been able to wean ourselves off soy rations. During the wormhole transit, we lost our hydroponic and the whole breach size again. I know it's said many times, but our crops just grow here. We know that we needed those algae tanks. We need the microbial soil from Earth. Why weren't we told earlier? Yeah, Marty agrees. Why weren't we told? We have a right to know. We live here too. She stands up and slams her fist on the table. We've been here for 4 years, and we could have been helping this whole time, and all you did was have meetings about it. Council looks at Marcy with surprise and contempt. Elliot chuckles weakly. Imagine being carried for so long and being upset your feet could not be cut by the rocks. She raised one shaking hand. Seeing the future is the privilege of youth. Thank goodness we have them to point out our flaws. Marty sits back down again, confused by Elliot's words, but fuming at her dismissive tone. So what do we do now? Intenta asks. Starving to death isn't an option. No, it isn't, your mom replies. We need to secure a food source this year before our rations run out. We're working double shifts of geoponics, but it's not enough. We need more people planting, tending, and turning the soil. We need more hands. Well, we can forage in the valley. I can pull back the surveyors and focus on foraging native plants. Even the young folks can help if they prove themselves around the survey equipment. I'll send a holo message later. Starving. All physical stats decreased by 2. This has been the burn energy impacts for too long. It's time we step out for our future, Elliot says. The council nods in agreement. Your stomach rumbles ominously. You perk, draw an extra see. See here. Perform a random act of kindness by giving her. I want to do something right. Excuse me. Tammy says fiddling with her hemorrhages, but I don't want to. I don't know what. She just nanoprits whatever she needs. She snaps her fingers. I know. Why don't we ask Auntie C to help us put on a spa day for her? Aww. Auntie Anna has a whole cabinet of nice-smelling lotion, soaps, and scented candles. She lets you choose a few of each, and reserves one of the private lounge afternoons for you. Sure, Marcy can buy her own lotions, but she can't buy as a loving servitude of her friends. You help Tammy prim and proper Marcy. She's surprised a little and humbled by the intention, gives you both a genuine hug and thanks. Tammy's good and chic. She knows always notices what people secretly need. Marcy needed to have something nice given to her instead of having to demand it. Oh. Well, here, I got you. Oh, no, I don't have any flowers. Never mind. Let's see here. Yes. I don't have anything to really give. She injured to go rest. Forge in the valley. Well, I don't know what that does. Well, I can at least. Could look in the depot once more, but I think I'm gonna do babysitting, because that gives me both empathy and relationship with Tammy. We're lounging in the relaxing after hours when Auntie Anne pops her head in the lounge. The kitchen is looking for someone with part-time cooking duty. Someone young, someone responsible, someone organized. She announces in an artificial sweet voice. Someone, she says quietly at the team dinner, who might have too much free time on their hands. I'll volunteer. She bustles over to you. Be perfect, Luna, she says, hugging you, then loudly to the others. Because I'm glad somebody here auntie is responsible to put enough food there if they share work. Everyone else ignores her, shifting awkwardly. No one wants to disappoint Auntie. Auntie Anne gestures to the nearby cat friends and tells you to come by next week. So, 6. Do 5, 3. Yeah, I think doing double 5. Yeah, I think this is probably the best bet. Could use a log, but I'm gonna save it. Got a lot of extra empathy, which is good too. And now I'm fully stressed out, so I definitely need to rest. Nothing but those two want to say. Nothing these want to say. You have to say anything? For now, gotta just rest. Then I'll help with food. You're enjoying some quiet time on the walls when you look down and see a group of school children on a field trip out to the wall. Wait, are you missing a field trip? Aw, maybe you are one missing by doing all these schoolwork all here alone. Well, can't always know for sure. You have any say anything? No, don't have anything to say. Don't have anything to say. I definitely want to give you that to Tammy later. Do you have anything to say? Don't have anything to say. I mean, hey hey Tammy, got a gift for you. Got you a present. Oh, you got a new little event for me. Tammy looks worried. She's hugging herself, pacing around every now and then. Her attention turns sharply to the swell. Are you okay? She's relieved to see you. There's something out there, she says in a quiet voice. Lots of somethings outside the walls. I think they're far away, but I can hear them. What do they sound like? It's like squeaking, super high-pitched, really loud sounds. Like metal, like broken robovac scraping along the floor, only there's hundreds of them. She shuddered at the thoughts. My dad says he picked these ears on my augmentation to keep me safe. His were the same, but they couldn't keep him safe, she said. I'm scared. I hate my stupid ears. She bats them with her fist, tears springing up her eyes. You're lucky to have such cool ears. You really think so? She lets you lean close for a good look at her enormous silk-like ears. You wonder what it must be like to have such sense of hearing. Can she hear the grass growing? Can she hear your heartbeat? They're beautiful like the rest of you. Tammy blushes at the tips of your shyly stammers. Thanks, Lunas. You imagine running your fingers along the curve of your lovely ears, but you stop yourself. Huh. So, learned more, which is cool. She apologized for crying even though you've seen it many times. Tammy's such a caring girl. It's unfair she has to suffer through a sense of hearing, but it's so sweet that she doesn't want to be burned. She gives you a big warm hug and she says she's going to head inside soon because it's nice and quiet there. You leave through her rubbing ears thoughtfully. Can we tell anyone about that? Because I don't think we can. Which can we help? So, kitchen is creativity and empathy. That'll actually be useful to just do but I don't know if we can tell anyone what she heard. Hopefully we can. Just gonna check everywhere, but I don't think we can. Talk with the rest of you in a second. Need your strength. Yes, I do, I know. Well, I'm gonna go try and at least attempt to forage in the valley. So I get perception and biology. That's actually pretty useful. Oh, I already see a piece of food. Utopia greets you warmly as you march your first expedition with the foraging team. Lunas, I'm glad you can make it. We need everyone to get there right now, boosting our food supplies. We're ready to sniff out those tasties. Good luck hunting out there, she says, handing you an oversized backpack. More like a basket than a pack. Use your holopad to identify edibles and medical plants and just throw them in here. I'll set them back at base camp and keep on the lookout for creatures. It's pretty peaceful out here in the valley, but even a little bug will get you if you're not careful. Go slow, pay attention, and to your surroundings. If you're unsure about something, don't approach it. Stay on the path, and if you don't get lost, we don't call the Valley of Vertigo for nothing. Any questions? Will Diaz be with me this time? Nah, Diaz is good at finding new things, just not so much as saying things over another. You'll be okay, though, she continues. You won't work out there alone. You're doing important work. You're about to leave when Uturper snaps your fingers. Hold up, we're also investigating some species we might domesticate. Those we want to tag and capture. Ideally, we're looking for herbivore creatures that already live in herds and either produce something edible or reproduce quick enough we can slaughter for meat. If you see anything that fits a bill, tag him and bring him back. Good to know. Definitely gonna just keep focusing on getting supplies. Something about the gratitude draws your attention to Odd Lumpy. What's with that? Scope it out. So I can sort cards by suit, which is nice. Do that. +2. Could do that, but definitely want to do that. Let's see here. Swap. 3, 2. Next rounds. C6, 5, 6, 6, 4, 3, 2, 3. Good. 28, 29. I think that's probably my best bet. Like, I've gotten 30. No skill changes. Well, it's a Waterloo minefield. Underground, the recent rain swelled up the young melons to bursting. You better watch where you step or you'll end up knee deep in the Waterloo. Good news, they're tasty. Forage one. Kudos on colony food. They're dang heavy. Calorie to weight ratio isn't optimal, but most are too young. When you do find them right from, dig it up and roll it back to the teapot. Nice. So an absolute enormous tree forms in the path here. Its roots cut natural stairs to the path. Its magnificent canopy of large flat leaves completely block out the sky. They arch overhead almost to the ground on the other side. Walking under it's like going through a tunnel. If the tunnel is dark and gloomy, unseasonably cool, and filled with whispering leaves, you get the sense that something is aware of your presence. Whisper back. Get 555. Still feeling like a giant. Yeah, I think that's probably my best bet. So many 4s. Could do 27, 31. Definitely doing this is my best bet, 31. If I swap... Yeah. Victorious. A nearby leaf unfurls and offers you 2 legs, hard nuts, and you sense a piece of cooperation wash over you. Like you and the trio have an understanding. Eat one and plant the other. Crack one of the nuts and eat the meat inside. But tasty. Oh, man, I should have brought it back as food. Here, rushing bushes cleanse glimpse of a shadow figure. Follow it. Track it. I'm not getting any skills, which is unfortunate, but we need as much as we can possibly get. Yeah, okay. 15. Double 4, double 3. Hopefully 5, 4, 3. No skill changes. You're looking for a person. Surprised when you come face to face with a weird-looking creature. Looks like a person a bit, more like a tree really. Some type of relative bush bug maybe, but more tentacles and slime, like a tree oozing with goopy sap. 2 yeggs, yuck. Maybe some sort of baru? Noise as you back away. Come across some edible mushrooms. Are they edible? One way to find out. There's a few ways so you're not a coward. Identify the mushrooms because I don't want to get sick. So power becomes 3. I think I should be able to. 4, 5. Okay, 34. Plus 2 biology, thank goodness. You're determined that these mushrooms are edible. You fill your basket with big chunks of tasty fungus. Toby is pleased with the Grey Hall. Great work. There's a flower. I can't. Yes. You spent some time working in geoponics, so you know a way around a plant. You're walking around the area, you notice something different about it. The bare ground feels bouncy like a trampoline, like the plants are all really stunted. Not like in stifled nature here, so honestly it's a little weird that no grasses or mosses are growing here. Notice the strange spongy spoil. Peer down the odd bouncy ground. It's pink and fleshy. Wait, is it even ground? You go down and take a close look. More like a dense moss or coral, maybe. You press your hand to the moist, squishy substance. It smells sweet and starchy, like a cake. It blankets up the ground here in thick sponge-like layer, swallowing up everything it touches. Gross, but it smells so good. Dig a large chunk of the sponge cake up back to the geoponics. Further analysis is needed, but you have a good feeling about this one. So I can do 2 more maybe. Oh, there's a flower. Nice. The line of termite insects cross the path. You're curious, you follow the destination. A massive sponge-like hive of crawling bugs whirling to life. Bugs are tended by larvae in nested holes of sponge, feeding on the rich royal jelly that oozes from the hive. You step in a closer look and hear a warning hiss from above. Again, why am I not surprised? Because of everything going on. So, out on the hive is a queen, whatever it is. Wait, no, she is the hive. Wait, it's a sweeter girl hive. Her abdomen is swollen large in the ground here, rendering her immobile, but not defenseless. That's definitely very dangerous. Just gotta do a thing. The hive queen groans and growls at you. The air prickles with the burning acid flavor. She must have some sort of defensive acid flavor. Jelly looks pretty edible, though. Weed and harvest some sap. Because definitely gotta be prepared. I think this is probably my best bet. Yeah. 10, 5, 4, 2, 2. And I'll swap this one to red. I'll give this one a +2. I guess I can push through the stress. Skill changes, got some stress but some kudos, and some colony food. Gained a memory milking the screener. You get in there and squeeze out some jelly from one of the hives. Queen. Somehow managing not to get sprayed too badly by your acid. Some land on your arms and by the back of your hand. Sizzles briefly, but you keep your cool long enough just to escape with your bounty. 2 are not to go. You have to go home now. That's okay, because we got plenty of food. So, time to celebrate for Tuna. The yearly midsummer celebration of the colony gives thanks for its good fortune. Well, it would be, but you fought ill-made square. You can't help but notice the feast table is nearly empty. What Annie lacked in resources, she made up with care. The dishes are lovingly plated. Soy cake, lishins, steamed rice, and buns stuffed with mint, and there's a great pitcher of vegetables broth rendered even from the most inedible food scraps. There's a neat stack of sugar cubes for dessert. Oh, sugar, what a luxury. An unavailable feast, but that'll be the highlight. Governor Elliot's welcome speech is short. Her fair body trembles as she welcomes all of you to Bermuda with a dry, whispery voice, then has to be helped off stage. Like all of you, she has been feeling the effects of the famine. So I'm gonna attempt to do the talent show. You and Marty report to the stage for talent competitions. He has nowhere to be seen. Marty frowns, looking as if he's lying in wait. Oh, boo, she grumbles. He's always making me look good. If it's just you, it'll only be the best of two. Marty has been working on her speechcraft this year. She gives a speech inspired by great leaders of Earth, linking their philosophies into a sort of mega theory about how the greatest works of humanity, of history, have come from overcoming our greatest struggles through integrity and cooperation. That's certainly true, and hopefully it can still apply to us now, though I can imagine that life is still going to be rather difficult. But she can't help but help herself from drawing parallels to the current famine, the failures colony leaderships to prepare for, and how the colony clearly needs newer, younger voices to imagine the future. The council is impressed by that power, because it's mostly the climatic speech resolves with inspirational music and fireworks. Very exciting. What have you prepared? I'm going to do an original song, because why the heck not? Next round in 6, 5, 2, 2, 3. 27. Huzzah! +4 creativity. Marcy's act was a tough one to follow, but the talent show judged by Andrew's applause, given how tight and hungry everyone is. Your lighthearted and simple song is what people really want. Marcy looks miffed at the snub, but shakes your hand. Geniuses are rarely appreciated in her time, she says. After festivities, the whole colony takes a few days for a break. Well, except for geoponics and the forgers and the kitchens. Everyone uses break their usual work to help in the places they don't close. It's okay to not really break, but you try to take it easy anyways. Well, I do have things that I can give to people, which is useful. Which I do have a thing for you, actually. Red Geno egg. I don't have anything for you, but I do have I can give you presents. I wonder, do you like flowers? Hey, you like flowers? It's cool to know that she likes flowers. Just have to pay attention and listen. Yeah, I know, buddy, I know. Let's see. 9 events remaining and 5 collectibles. So I will forage in the valley, but I want to check how much there is. View the notice board. Minus 30%. Okay. We're doing better, at least. So let's go foraging again, because at least this way, because we know at least we'll be able to do some decent work along here. Just gotta follow along the path. There's an event down there. And talk to you. Find a trip at large HGM plant, kind of. You heard so like an animal. Lots of creatures have defies its classification. Whatever it is, it's huge. It's practically taller than you are. Harvest some stalks. You start breaking out the freshest, youngest looking shoots. The plant shudders. Analyze that shudder. Sick. Actually, 3, 2. Next round. 6, 4, 4, 3. Level 5 for 27. Actually, I will swap this out with this and change you to yellow, because that's a little bit better. +1 animals, thank goodness. Parents alive insanely like an animal. It's definitely not happy ripping off its limbs. It's hard to tell if it's really in pain, but it seems saying discomfort at least. All the same, keep harvesting it. Keep shouting. You hear low rockers coming out of the triplets. But quiet backpack slowly contracting. Stop. Just stop. You start harvesting the triplet stock and let it recover in peace. You make a note on your map where it is, but oddly, you never find it again. Interesting. There's another one of our little pets. Another blurb fruit. I wish I can't exactly tell where, so I'm gonna go up. Curious freaky blocks your path. It's strange. You keep scurrying up trees and hanging upside down to get a different angle to look at you, then dropping down when you try to pass underneath. It may be small, but at least it's tempting to be intimidating. That must mean something. It's not even interested in your pet freaky, it's interested in you. Even Perglead looks unsure and hides between your legs. Approach it bravely. Six. Actually, if I do 6-1, that'll just help clear out some of these cards. 6, 5, 3. Is there any way I can do anything better? If I do... that, okay, yeah. Changing it all to blue is just best bet. Breaker owns up you like. It's the giant spider thing. It's got weird tentacles. Nah, get it off! The archer dance around and shake it off. It's almost uncontrollable. But man should keep it cool. Fricker tastes your tentacle feeler legs, but it doesn't look interesting causing you harm. Pokes at your backpack trying to get it, then gives some scrolls off. Interesting. Something here. Come across another squealy hive. Intentionally grave high green. Sneak up and harvest some honey. We need food. That's what we need. Next round. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's see here. First panel, last panel. I think that's probably my best bet. Could have gone 28. We've got another colony for you. The calm hive kids only roommate in Genji sense. They're very defensive and they sense danger to their young, but as long as you don't serve the workers or larvae, you're free to walk out to you. Gently avoid hurting in the babies and scrape some honey into the collector. So we can do one more event, which is perfect. There's a Xeno egg over there. I want to get that. Come out in the middle of the trees and large grassy clean in the middle of, well, you can only describe it as a pedestal. In the middle of the crowers sits a massive egg, easily larger than any egg you've seen before. It's white with red flecks. It's just sitting there in the middle of an empty clear, totally empty. Take it. Put one foot on the huge pedestal, brace yourself. This thing's huge. However, as you do, the pedestal starts moving and starts growling. The flying appendages unfurl to reveal the face of a manticore. It narrows its feline eyes at you and rumbles its warning to stand at full, terrifying height. You figure out where the egg came from. Your arm's full of egg, you can't really fight, your choice is limited. Keep the egg and run. Gotta do what I can to try and win, basically. Okay, 8, 5, 2. There you go. 27. And 6, 27. Wonder, can I swap that, swap this, swap this? There we go, 28. It's the best I can do, at least. Obviously, apparently I could have gone 30, but you stumble blindly through the clearing toward the relative safety of the trees. The cumbersome eggs blocking your view with your own feet. You fall a few times, just barely manage scrambling out from under the claws of the manticore. You eventually find the member of the Expedition Protection Squad, who fires warning shots with their plasma rifles over the manticore's head. It roars in defiance and sinks into the trees. Nice, more kudos. And Xeno egg and some colony food. Eggs added all the way from running and falling. It's gonna hatch. If it's gonna hatch before, it certainly won't now. You gotta ship a ton of kudos for it. It's super tasty. Too worn out. But hey, we got plenty of food, which is great. Which I'll do my last little checkup with everybody. Which I don't have anything to give to anyone. But I do, you know, I already gave you gifts before. Out here. Found something you might like. Xeno egg? Wow, an alien egg on my birthday too. You're the best. I wonder if I can add you. Hey. Oh, that's nice. Glad you like Xeno eggs too. Don't have anything else to do, but I will go shopping for some stuff. Is the supply depot? Nothing I really want to get, so for now I'm going to save this here. Overwrite. And with that, I hope you guys have a good day, night, week, month of your lives, and may the stars forever guide your path wherever they might lead you into the future. Goodbye, everybody.